Greetings, Adam Clippers. Sorry I can't be there today, but there were a few things I wanted to say, at the wind-up, so I figured I'd put together a video and do so. We had a great year. We went from struggling a little bit. We came up against some very good teams at the beginning of the year, but the work ethic never wavered, even through some very tough practices. And in the end, we got within one game of the championship, and that's significant. We had a great year. The kids improved a lot, right across the board, and it was really good. It was really good to see the kids coming together as a team, encouraging each other. Even in practices, we're going through some tough practices, and you'd hear them chatting each other up. Okay, let's go. Yeah, we'll work hard. It was a really easy and very fun team to coach. It was a lot of fun. So I want to thank you very much, Clippers, for that, and at the same time, thanks to my assistant coaches, Brian and Eric, because you guys made things a lot easier and a lot more entertaining. Because Eric has a different way of putting things, and that became a theme across our team. If I yell puppies, everybody on our team, every player on the team knows what's going to happen or what we need to protect against. And the other teams must have thought we were crazy, but I thought that was great. When this summed up an important section of the game in a single word. So that was great. Ty, the Dominator Wallace. It was, as a goalie, getting a chance to watch you was a lot of fun. The ability to turn away saves or pucks that should have gone in the net. I know you love that feeling. You love the feeling when the players got their hands halfway in the air, only to find out that it's in your glove. And I loved your attitude. I loved your passion. You did great. I loved having you in shootouts because I was never more confident in a shootout than when we had you in goal. We got a chance to lean over to the coach. It's like, we got this. The one in Rosenart, it took us 6 shooters to score, but we knew you weren't going to give up any, so it was great. You had a great season, Ty. Good job. Carson was a great skater, still is a great skater. Really got a chance to see what he could do. He started the season wanting to play defense, and we were rotating through, and so that was good. But we really got a chance to see him turn the Jets on at forward, and he forced a couple of turnovers, and he got more than his share of breakaways and converted on a good portion of them. That was a great season, Carson, and I was happy to have you on our team. Lucas, for the trivia buffs, Lucas scored the first goal of the year this year. That will maybe in Trivial Pursuit sometime soon. I never thought a reference to video games could be used to make a kid work harder. And when we started equating what we were doing on the ice with, you need to get more stats, you need to win more puck battles, you need to, and breaking it down like that. Oh, Lucas was all over it, and you could really tell the difference towards the playoffs and through the playoffs as that scaled up. Lucas was in there and he was getting his feet dirty, getting his hands dirty, and it was good to see. Good job, Lucas. Cole, our stalwart on defense, until we go and put him forward and he goes and pots 2 goals. Unfortunately, I wasn't there to see it, but yeah, that's the way you go forward. That if you're going to go, you might as well make the most of it. It was great to hear. It was great to see. And then when you came back to defense, went right back to locking things down. And you know what, Cole, you had a really good sense of when to pinch and when to skate that puck up. It was good to see. Your timing was impeccable. Good season, Cole. Odin, it was great to see your work ethic. And I can say work ethic for everybody, but you know what? It was great to see. You put the time in, you put the work in, and by the end of the season, I mean you were a big kid. You can handle the puck, but by the end of the season, your skating was something where you were able to take the game to the other team rather than having to maybe play a little bit of catch up. And it was great to see that was becoming part of your skill set and weaponry. And yeah, got a couple of goals out of it too. I thought that was a great sign, a simple example of improvements that the whole team has made. But Odin, great job this season. Wyatt, Mighty Mouse. That's what I think when watching you play. Doesn't matter what the size the other guy is. Wyatt, you'd come right back, getting the back checking, and you'd kind of catch him slipping underneath him, in between the puck, and you'd be, all of a sudden you'd have the puck. Turn it up ice. You're good for probably a breakaway a game, and you definitely got a couple of clutch goals for us in the playoffs. Again, a lot of fun coaching you, Wyatt, and have a good off season. Marcus, strong on the boards. That's a given when it comes to Marcus. Strong on his stick. I haven't seen too many people been able to knock his stick away from the puck. It's must be a lot of extra weight down there or something. It's always fun to see. But you know what? Also, the other thing Marcus did really well is he found open space. I don't think I've ever seen a guy he's found just all of a sudden he's in the open. You see the puck in the corner, all of a sudden Marcus is skating to the net with untouched, nobody even on him, and you go, well, how did that happen? And it's like, well, it's Marcus, and definitely got a couple of good chances on goal and put a couple of pucks by because of exactly that. And you had a great season, Marcus. It was a lot of fun to coach you. Aaron, another guy. We moved from defense to forward and pots a goal or two, and unfortunately that was the same game that I missed with you and Cole. But Aaron was battling and very willing to battle, and was more than willing to lay some lumber to defend our net. And he used defense. He led a couple of good slashes, and you saw players, the other teams, just giving us a little more space around our goal. And you got to protect the goalie, right, Aaron? Good job. It was good. It was fun to have you this season. Reid, my midget coach used to say a lot of good things happen when you go to the net, and that applied. Reid didn't even mind if he had to go through a few guys to get there. He played hockey physically. He played it rough. It was good to see. In a couple of years, they'll call it playing hockey the right way. For now, it may cost you a couple penalties, but that's part of the game too. So Reid, it was a lot of fun It was a lot of fun having you on the team. Thanks for being. Jett. Well, he was on a bit of a merry-go-round. He was a great skater from the start. We even saw some improvement throughout the year, and to the point where we were able to use him almost as effectively either on forward or defense. And for that reason, he was even getting switched mid-game at times, depending on the opportunities that presented himself. And it was great. He wanted to play forward, but he had a great attitude going back to D, and really made the most of it. He worked really hard, both sides, and it was great to see. Very easy to coach. Jett, it was a good year we had. Thank you very much. Carmen was a hard worker. She worked hard while she was on forward. She worked hard on D. She worked hard in practice and improved a lot. Was willing to learn, and it was great to see the progression and how we were able to move her around and actually use her in throughout as the series or as the season ended. She was a very important part of that defensive core. Thanks a lot, Carmen. I hope you had a great year. Chenoa. Chenoa is Chenoa. You know what? You worked very hard. It was a lot of fun coaching you. You had a great attitude, and you didn't mind digging. And if that meant digging and knocking a couple of people over, didn't mind. It was a bit of a bulldozer sometimes on the boards, but the puck got out, right? Puppies were saved. And it was a lot of fun coaching you this year, Chenoa. I want to add one more thing. Just a honorable mention with the two girls, Carmen and Chenoa. We had, towards the end of the year, we discussed, because we had been doing the positional rotations, where we would like players to play, and the coaches discussed this, and where would players be most effective. And both Chenoa and Carmen had improved so much to the point on defense that, as coaches, we wanted them there. Not, oh, well, we'll put them here. No, we wanted them there. They were being effective for our team. And, those girls took it in stride. And as a team, from a team aspect, from a team first aspect, that was important, because it also happened that those were the only two players on the team that hadn't scored a goal yet. And so they gave up that opportunity for the betterment of the team. And I just want to say, you know what, girls, I really appreciated that. We tried to get you to play as much forward if games got out of hand. I'm sorry we couldn't get you guys a goal, but your attitudes and the way you approached that exemplified team first, teamwork attitude. Great job, girls, and great job to our entire team. Great job, Abs. Thank you very much. And you know what? We will undoubtedly see you at the rink next year.